Good morning and welcome to Calculus 1 in fall of 2020, where we're all still stuck at home with the coronavirus, or hopefully we don't have the coronavirus, right? Hope not. In any case, my name is Catherine Lebiedzik. I'm going to be your teacher, and you'll see me teach like this in front of my kitchen blackboard. It's a little old-fashioned, but that's how I like to do it. So my email is ar6554@wayne.edu. You'll obviously just find it, just click through Canvas, whatever. If you have some sort of emergency and you want to contact me, you can text me to my private cell phone. That number is on the syllabus. This is the syllabus. You should read it. I'm going to go over it, but I'm not going to go over every single detail. So definitely important to read it and familiarize yourself with what's there. So here we are in Calc One. This is our textbook. It's a heavy thing. Stewart Calculus. You will need to get the textbook, but you do not necessarily need to get a paper version. That's up to you. Our section is using Webassign, which is the online homework system. When you sign up for the online homework system, you also get the electronic version of the textbook. So you're going to have to take a look at that, right? They have a number of different plans about access, whether you just buy a semester or a year or unlimited or just the one book or whatever. It's going to depend on your situation. Now we will use this book all the way through Calc 3 if you're taking it at Wayne. And so that's a good thing to know. And also there are other classes that, perhaps physics, I'm not entirely sure, but there are some other classes at Wayne that do use Cengage books, so it might be worth buying unlimited access so you have access to more books. It's going to depend on your program and what you want to do. So just take a look at all their different plans and figure out what's best. Okay. So what else will you need besides access to the Webassign system? Of course, you will need a computer with a decent internet connection so you can watch the videos. This class is run in a largely asynchronous format, so you can watch the videos on your own time, but I will be expecting to meet with you once a week on Zoom. So I expect you to have a webcam and turn it on so we can have like a decent conversation. So the way that's going to work is we're going to break up into study groups. And once a week, you'll meet with me for 25 minutes for a study group session. What we will do is we'll go over a worksheet. I put up a worksheet every week that I write, and you'll write down your solutions and upload it before you meet with me. That way we can go through your solutions and correct anything, and then you can fix it up and upload any corrections later. Okay? Everything's due on Friday. In this class, it's Friday to Friday. So the worksheet will be due on Friday. The Webassign homework, the online homework, will also be due on Friday. Everything on Friday at midnight. And then when we have tests, the tests will also be on Fridays. Okay, so do be careful about that. So let's just go to tests. The tests are Fridays at 8:30. And there's 3 different dates: October 2nd, October 30th, December 11th. And the final exam is December 18th at 10:15, so it's about the same time. So make sure you can make it at those times. If there are conflicts, you can speak to me privately. The final exam is a departmental final. So everybody in every Calc 1 section is taking that same exam at that time. And we're all doing it with the same format, which is that it's going to be proctored on Zoom. So you will open Zoom. The test will be there. You will keep your webcam on while the test is going, and I can watch you take the exam. And then when it's done, you're going to take pictures of it and upload it as a PDF file to Canvas. So I say take pictures of it. You can scan it if you have a scanner, or you can use your cell phone and an app which will change the picture to a PDF file. But we want everything to be uploaded as a PDF file because that just simply is much easier to read. Okay, so that's how that works. What else? I think I covered everything more or less quickly. For the Webassign homework, that's worth 8% of your grade, so it's pretty significant. There is an assignment pretty much for every section we go through, and you can also ask me questions about those in the study group sessions. If we don't have time, you can also ask questions on the discussion board, or just email me, or come to office hours. I have office hours twice a week. So there's going to be lots of ways for you to ask questions and get feedback. And so communication is super important. Do the best you can to let me know what's going on with you, and I'll let you know what's going on with me. So Webassign 18%, 8%. Study group is 17%. So that's a really big part of your grade. It's worth more than one test. One test is worth 14%. So yeah, you really need to, and it's a great way to learn as well. On the final exam in this class, there are problems of a certain type which don't lend themselves very well to the like the Webassign. They're different than the Webassign ones. Okay, so some of the problems on the final are similar to Webassign ones, but there are these open-ended ones that they can't really do on Webassign. So that's why it's really important to get the worksheets, because the worksheets are going to prepare you for the tests that have those kinds of more unusual open-ended problems that will then, we know, are going to already appear on the final. Okay, so it's all supposed to kind of work together. What else did I want to talk about? I think I covered almost everything. Oh, one or two things. So in terms of communication, yes, email me. Don't try to email me through Webassign. They have a little thing like you can check, like talk to your professor or email your professor in the Webassign, but they don't always go through. So please just email me like the regular way. Even if you're asking for an extension or whatever, just ask me in a regular email. Don't try to email me through the Webassign system. They're working on it, but it's not as seamless as we would expect. Okay. And the last thing, I guess, that I wanted to mention, which is actually super important, is the Math Resource Center. So at Wayne State, the math department has a Math Resource Center, which is basically free tutoring for you. It is super helpful. Calculus can be very difficult. In fact, I've put for some students, it's a little bit different in what you're trying to do. So I did put some links and some videos you can watch about that if you want. But the most important thing is sort of not to fall behind, because it builds on itself and also it goes very quickly. Okay, and sometimes the place where people get really messed up is just being able to kind of do the algebra well enough to get to where you want to be. These are the kinds of problems that tutoring is very helpful for. If you go to the tutoring center, they are all online on Zoom. You have to sign up and figure it out. It's linked on Canvas, of course. Definitely take advantage of that. They are super nice. They can help you with all these kinds of problems. They also have, later on, there's old final exams that you can look at, so to get an idea of what the final is going to be like and that kind of thing. So it's an incredibly good resource, and please go ahead and take advantage of it. You will not be unhappy if you did that. I believe that is everything I specifically had to say. There's like 3 more pages of the syllabus, but I'll expect that you can just read that on your own.